Hi there. In this video, I want to talk about a problem-solving procedure that I use in my class from a website called Exemplars. The first step is understanding the problem or unpacking the problem. At the end of this step, the student should understand what they have to do. For understanding the problem, I first use the 3 reads. We read the problem 3 times and answer these 3 questions. What is the problem about? What are we trying to find out and solve for? What's the question asking? And what information and numbers are important. As we are unpacking the problem, it may be useful to annotate. So you might use this cubes or cubers method to annotate the important information. This next step I used to skip a lot, but I think it might be the most important. You have to give your students time to think of a plan. You can give your students independent think time to think of a plan. Make sure that they're not solving the problem yet. You can let them talk to each other about a potential plan to solve the problem. And finally, you can talk as a whole class about potential plans to solve the problem. It may be beneficial to have a generic anchor chart with different problem-solving strategies. If you're solving a specific type of problem, you could also have an anchor chart with those specific type of strategies. Now that the students have a plan, it's their time to solve the problem. The next step is showing your work and communicating your answer. This can be done by drawing a model, using a formula or algorithm, or explaining your answer in words. So it's important to note that there may be times where students are fluent in a skill. It may not be completely necessary to show their work, but most times it's best to encourage students to organize their thinking and show their work so you have an understanding of their thought process and are able to give them feedback. I also think it's a useful test-taking strategy to show your work and even show it in multiple ways, because this can help them avoid those potential careless mistakes. The final step is to make a connection. This is where students look at a problem, connect it to previous concepts, connect it to strategies that other students might have used. This helps them develop rules and patterns that they can use moving forward. So this step is really important when you're using a word problem to teach a particular skill or strategy. You want to make sure that students connect that word problem to whatever skill you're working on. So math is all about building connections between different skills and strategies. This helps students develop a strong conceptual understanding.